The latest quarterly Pentagon report to Congress on Iraq cites a 77% decline in violence compared to the same period last year. However, security improvements are described as fragile, reversible, and uneven. Why? Among other factors, the report singles out Iran as, quote, the most significant threat to long-term stability in Iraq. Despite continued Iranian promises to cut support to Shia militants, the report says, quote, it appears clear that Iran continues to fund, train, arm, and direct special groups intent on destabilizing the situation in Iraq. The U.S., Iraq, and Iran held 3 rounds of talks on Iraq's security last year. Early in September, Iraq expressed readiness to host the long-delayed 4th round of talks. But the Pentagon report, released on October 1st, indicates, quote, Iraqi security forces operations in Basra, Sadr City, and Amara yielded evidence that calls in question the government of Iran's sincerity and commitment to that proclamation. Iran, the report indicates, supports Shiite extremist groups, mainly the Mahdi army, led by radical cleric Muqtada al-Sadr. That army's influence has been substantially reduced due to the Iraqi people's growing frustration with militia violence, the strength of the Iraqi security forces, and the surge in coalition forces. But the report cites members of that army are now transitioning into, quote, more lethal special groups backed by Iran. Another issue of concern over Iraq's stability, the integration of the Sunni Sons of Iraq into traditional Iraqi security forces. These nearly 100,000 former Sunni militants that turned against al-Qaeda have helped boost local security. Until now, the U.S. has been paying their monthly salaries of $300 each. But starting October 1st, the government of Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki is supposed to begin paying the same salaries to 54,000. That's nearly half the number of the Sons of Iraq. As to the other half, they'll have to be integrated into civilian jobs. But the Pentagon is concerned about the slow pace of their transition into these jobs and their scarcity. Another outside influence of concern to Pentagon is Syria. According to the report, that country, quote, remains the primary facilitation gateway for foreign terrorists moving into Iraq. That has left Iraq unsatisfied with Syrian efforts to curtail the movement of these groups. Lastly, the report finds the fundamental character of the conflict in Iraq remains unchanged. It is still locked in a, quote, communal struggle for power and resources. Such environment becomes more hospitable to compromise across sectarian and ethnic divides. Therefore, the 28-page report recommends that the government of Iraq must continue to build its legitimacy by, quote, clearly serving the Iraqi people, while paying continued attention to the remaining challenges discussed above to help solidify and build on the progress achieved.